Everyone wants to make a grand entrance and a memorable exit. Once again, music will help shape that moment, whether it's Mendelssohn's Wedding March or Pachelbel's Canon in D.
At the age of 12, Steve Velez stumbled upon some information that would change the course of his life. It was an interesting fact about the bow of a cello.
Discovering that it was the tail of a horse, that somebody in Italy 300, 400, 500 years ago basically took the strands of the tail of a horse, putting it on a stick, putting rosin on it, drawing it across the string, and making that incredible sound.
And that sound would shape his future, helping Velez to understand that being a musician means taking a page of black dots,
giving it life by putting a pulse to it and keeping the pulse at the appropriate tempo so that it can take somebody someplace.
Music has taken Velez to many incredible places around the world, including Prague, where he performed in the castle where Amadeus was filmed.
That was one of the highlights of my career, is to be in that part of the world where Mozart walked.
To work on the Classical Mystery Tour.
Having the ability to put together a 45-piece orchestra to play Sgt. Pepper's, Day in a Life, Eleanor Rigby.
To the weddings that sometimes take on a life of their own, including one beachfront Santa Monica affair, where the bride asked for a bridal fanfare that was a little different.
Well, we normally play dun 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 dun, and she didn't want that. And I'm like doing this brain search, and I came up with the theme to Jaws. If you knew her personality, it all worked. And I said, well, how long do you want me to go bum 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 bum? She goes, keep playing till my mother's mouth drops to the floor.
Not the typical fare from a classical quintet.
We've been together for so many years. We have a chemistry that creates the spirit and this soul in our music. I tell musicians, I go, you know, we're probably playing this piece of music live for someone that has never, ever heard it before. Even though we've played it 100 million times, our job is to play it as if it's fresh, new, and alive, so that when someone's listening to it for the first time, it captivates them and brings them to the place that they don't know how they got there. And that's what keeps me playing music and doing weddings.